Hello, today I'm sharing 12 more amazing must-have beauty Black Friday picks that are on sale now. And we haven't seen many of these brands in other videos, other Black Friday sales. You can also save even more money on top of the Black Friday sales price if you use my discount code StephanieM10 and my link in the description box down below on many of these brands. I'll be noting that as we go through the video. I'm excited to partner with skinstore.com to bring you these. Each brand varies their discount as well as their end date. So I think I'm going to structure this video with the brands that end earliest and go to the ones that end a little bit later. It just made sense to me to do it that way. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into these 12 skinstore.com products I think are must-haves you shouldn't miss. Today only, November 26th, you can save 25% off of all Wander Beauty products. On top of that, if you use my code StephanieM10, you'll save an additional 10%. Again, I have all links and my code for all the products in today's video down below in the description box below the video. So I have a long time mascara favorite from Wander Beauty that I absolutely adore. The Unlashed Volume and Curl mascara is one of the only non-waterproof mascaras that holds my curl and gives volume too, which I need for my wimpy lashes. It's got this slightly curved wand. It doesn't clump my lashes and it leaves them soft and full and gives some nice length. I love this. But when I was ordering this, I also decided to pick up the Mile High Club Volume and Length mascara. This is great if you want something that is going to give you volume and length and be a little bit more dramatic. And what I love about this one is that it's got a slim wand as opposed to a big fat wand like a lot of the really voluminous mascaras out there. So if you're looking to pick up new mascara, this would be a great time. Both of these are fantastic. And they also have a mascara trio set that would be great to pick up as well if you're looking for, just a gift set. I'm going to give you two other quick Wander Beauty favorites if you're wanting to try the brand or try products like these. I'm very picky with my powder foundations, and Wander Beauty is one of my favorite powder foundations. I think it's great for any skin type. I am in the shade medium. I would describe this as being almost creamy. It doesn't pick up on my dryness. It doesn't exacerbate the shine on my face. It's a really great formula. I also adore this Trip for Two blush and bronzer palette. Now there are two versions of this. I have the Daiquiri and Tulum version. This is the pinker one, I do believe. This bronzer looks very dark, but it's really not. I have light medium skin tone. It is the bronzer that I have on today. I am washed out from the lights I have in front of me. It's very overcast today, so I have them pumped up a little bit more than usual, but I don't think that my bronzer looks, bad or patchy or anything like that. It's a really nice formula. Now I'm going to throw on a dash of this blush on this side because I want to show you another blush later, and I do want you to just note the blush that I have on right now because it is a cream blush that I will be talking about later in the video. That's one of my favorites of all time. So I'll just throw a little dash of this. This is a blush that will give you some pigment, but it's a really, really pretty formula. It doesn't look powdery. And now I'm going to look like I have just one pinker cheek through the video, but that's okay. You'll understand why. But you can see just how pretty that pink is. It's not intimidating. And yes, I will have people saying, you have on too much blush, but I'm trying to show you the color. It's really pretty. So those are just a few of the many Wander Beauty products I really enjoy. It's a great brand, and you can get quite a substantial discount today only. You can save 20% on ELTA MD products through November 29th. So the sunscreen that I enjoy for my oily combination skin that can get some surface dehydration is the UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44 Tinted. I love mineral sunscreens for my sensitive, rosacea, acne-prone skin, and I love the tinted version because it doesn't whiten me out the way a lot of mineral sunscreens can. And even though it's tinted, it doesn't provide coverage like a tinted moisturizer would. It just doesn't give that white cast that mineral sunscreens can. This is very light and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing sunscreen. It wears well under makeup, and I don't get greasy with it, which is a big thing with mineral sunscreens and oily combination skin. Now, what I learned from my fantastic viewers is that this is the version that is, kind of appropriate for my skin type, and the UV Restore is the version that those of you with normal to dry skin tend to prefer. But they have so many different versions for all different skin types. I have their page listed. I did that for a lot of these brands in case you wanted to check out other products other than the ones I'm mentioning. But I wanted to share this with you because I just love this product, and I'm probably going to pick up a backup of it because I wear this frequently, and of course I wear the appropriate amount. So it's always good to have more on hand. You can receive 25% off of NUFACE products through November 29th. Now, I've talked about the NUFACE Trinity many times here on my channel. I love this. This is a microcurrent device that is really great for lifting and toning and anti-aging beyond what our skincare can do. You don't have to use this every day. You can use it like 5 times a week, even less for maintenance if you want to. You don't feel it. It takes 5 minutes a day just to do a basic treatment. I mean, you can go more intense if you want, and there are attachments for this device. Now, my newest device that I got very, very recently, I haven't even talked about yet, is the Fix. This is a great little tool. It takes 3 minutes a day, and you can take it over all kinds of areas: the crow's feet, underneath the eye, your forehead lines, your 11s, your lips, nasolabial folds, anywhere you just want a quick treatment for the day if you just don't feel like taking this big bulky tool, or if you're traveling. It's very light, it's very portable, and it just helps smooth out those little surface lines pretty much instantaneously. If you're someone who's wanting to fight those lines that are deeper than what skincare can do, but you're just not ready for injectables, or you're trying to increase your time between injectables, these are really good to have on hand. I just think the technology that they have these days is pretty incredible, and you can get 25% off through November 29th. I have 2 brands of hair tools that I'm going to talk about here today because I use these regularly and I think they're fantastic. I've become quite the hair tool person lately. I don't know what's happened to me, but both of these have been in my life for quite some time. The only reason why I'm mentioning T3 first is because it ends first in the sale. It's not because I like it more than the other. So T3 is 25% off through November 29th. Plus, if you use my code, you'll receive an extra 10% off, which I think is amazing for pricey hair tools that protect your hair and do a great job. I use this flat iron almost every single day. Actually, not almost every single day, every single day. Whether it is to straighten my hair, to smooth my hair, or to get out little kinks by my hairline, which you can't really tell I did today because it is very humid and it's been raining and I was out in it. And, sometimes when you live in New Orleans, the hair is going to do what the hair is going to do. I wish my hair looked a little bit better because of what I'm going to talk about here in a second. This Luxe iron is very intelligent. You can pre-program it with your hair texture, your hair type, how hot you want it, and it will remember that from each use. You can also program it if it's next day hair. It's a pretty intelligent little tool. I love this thing. It's a no-brainer. I've talked about both of these all the time. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. This is the curling iron that I use all the time. It does have the interchangeable barrels that you can use. They do have the barrel attachments without the clip. I use the clip a lot and sometimes just use it like it's a barrel. Sometimes I clip my hair in it. I just love the versatility of having this with the attachments, but they also have just the regular curling irons if you want to go that route. This is a case where I'll link what I have as well as the product page. I do want to say before I move on to this tool that I've been really loving, in regards to T3, if you are someone who burns through hair dryers several a year, maybe you're using drugstore hair dryers and you're buying them because they're inexpensive, but you're going through a couple a year. I know T3 dryers seem like they're expensive, but you will end up getting your money's worth, especially with this kind of a discount, because they will last you several years. Plus, they're not is damaging because they use more power than heat. So I wanted to throw that out there. If you're maybe how I was years ago and going through hair dryer after hair dryer after hair dryer, it might be time to upgrade, and this would be a great time to do that. Okay, so let's move on to this tool that I have been loving. I've been using it for, I want to say maybe 3 weeks now, off and on, mixing it in with my other tools. This is different than any other tool that I've used before. This is the GHD Curve Wave Wand. I think it's the classic wave wand. So you can see it looks like a basic curling wand, except it is shaped like an oval. And the reason why that is it's supposed to give you a looser curl, a more tousled curl, which actually looked pretty good when I started out my day. But like I said, I got rained on and it just fell apart from there. But I have used this plenty of times and I love this thing because sometimes when I use a curling iron like this or a wand without a clip like this, it gives me the heat and it holds the curl, but it's a rounder curl than what I want. It doesn't give me that loose look, that tousled look, or it takes me some time to get there, and this is giving it to me. And through December 1st, you can get 20% off of all GHD products. I've used GHD in some form or fashion for, gosh, 20 years now. I have had flat irons, I've had all kinds of products, and it's such a good line. I know people will sometimes point out that they don't have temperature control on here, but they create their products to be at the optimal temperature to where it won't damage your hair, but it will do the job it's intended to do. They have really great technology. This is very lightweight, by the way. I mean, it just feels good in the hand. It's got a little swivel cord. It's very innovative. I've been enjoying it. So if you're wanting to pick up something for that kind of tousled wave look that you just wrap your hair around it for a few seconds and you're done, this is a great product. I wanted to go ahead and share the GHD, even though it ends on December 1st, because it tied in so well with the T3. They were both hair tools. So I'm backtracking a little bit because you can save 30% on Exuviance plus an extra 10% with my code down below, and it ends on November 30th. So I am going backwards with my end dates a little bit. Now, I took this opportunity to replenish my Performance Peel AP25. This is such a great at-home peel that works even for my sensitive skin. They've repackaged this for those of you who have that old packaging. If that's the last time you've used this, it's a lot more sleek. This is a 25% glycolic, mandelic, and PHA peel, and you have 2 separate pads that are one-time use. You throw them away after you use them. You have a neutralizer pad and an activator pad. It's great to refine your texture, your pore size, smooth your fine lines, brighten and even the skin tone, give it more clarity and brightness. It just does such good things for your skin. So I wanted to pick more of these up because it's actually been a little while since I've used this. So I was really excited to throw this into my haul. I've got my fingerprints on it. That's not a feature on the box. That's from me touching something around here and then picking it up. So you'll get a nice clean matte gray box, but this would be great to pick up with this incredible discount. I mean, that 30% plus 10% extra is huge. It's really interesting going in this order because some of the brands that I'm the most excited about, I'm not hitting until well into the video. One is the very, very last brand because it's lasting the longest. This one is exciting. By Terry is giving you 20% off through December 1st, and you can save an extra 5% on By Terry with my code down below in the description box. Just wanted to give you a few of my favorite By Terry products. So I do love their hyaluronic hydra powders. The translucent is amazing for setting your makeup, and they have a set right now with the powder and a little kabuki brush. I'll have all of these linked for you. Of course, you can always get it solo too without the kabuki brush. I have here the apricot light powder. I like this for my light medium skin tone if I want to add a little bit of brightness and use it as a finishing powder or even alone if I'm not wearing foundation. I like the shade 200 Natural. Again, if I'm using it alone, if I'm not wearing foundation, or if I'm using it as a finishing powder over my makeup. And I think if you are light to medium skin, the shade Dark 600 is really pretty as a bronzer. It's super natural looking and you only need a teeny tiny amount to get the job done. It's kind of an alternative way to use this powder. They also have their translucent powder in pressed form if you want it to be a little bit more portable. So I was going to put on this blush from this face palette over the cream blush that I had already applied that I'm still going to talk about. I love these palettes. The quality in here is just so pretty. So they have this available right now, the Brightening CC palette in Beach Balm. That is what this one is. So because I used pink over here, I should probably use this pink over here just to kind of balance it out. You can't really apply too much of this blush at once. It just doesn't give you that patchy look ever. It just applies so beautifully. You get such a pretty glow from it. There's a subtle radiance to it that's just super flattering. So I actually think I balanced that out pretty nicely from side to side. I probably should wipe some of this off, but we're all friends here. You know what I was trying to do. What I like about this is that you do have a bronzer, you have a very, very subtle flattering highlight, and you have 2 shades of blush to pick from, and you can get this for a much nicer price than usual right now. There's also a mini essentials set with one of their brightening CC serums. These are fantastic to mix into foundations, apply to the body, underneath foundation by itself. It comes with a mini ombre black star, and then they have a trio of their ombre black stars as well. I do have 2 ombre black stars on my lids today. I'm not sure what this is looking like because I did get misted on earlier outside. I have Frozen Quartz and Bronze Moon on. It's just a really pretty look. These blend out nicely. They're very flattering. I find By Terry products to be perfect luxury products for those of us who aren't in our 20s anymore. They're just perfect for our demographic. If you're wanting to go luxury, they're very flattering and they're easy to use, and this is a great time to pick them up. This is also a great time to pick up Este Lauder Double Wear, one of my favorite foundations of all time. Este Lauder is giving you 25% off through December 1st. Whether you want to pick this up or their Futurist foundation or a pump, they do have the pump available. I know some of you really, really want to grab that for this foundation because it doesn't come with the pump. You can pick any of those or some other Este Lauder products that they carry through December 1st and save 25%. Oh, by the way, I am shade 2W1 Dawn most of the year, and in the summer I am shade 2W2 Rattan. I know some of you are going to be asking yourself, is she going to talk about Nest candles all holiday in all of her videos? Probably. I think everyone should own or share or gift a holiday scent or, I don't know, some kind of a Nest candle to someone, or reed diffuser or something. I don't know. I just think they're fantastic. Now, this is the holiday set that includes the regular size, the 8-ounce size of the holiday and the birchwood pine candle. This was in stock when I ordered this from Skin Store in my haul a couple weeks ago. It's not showing as being in stock now. They do have a couple of other sets that are in stock though. I want to say they have a birchwood pine set that's in stock, and that's not just your normal Christmas tree candle scent. There's more to it than that. It's so beautiful. They have reed diffusers too if you're not into candles. Don't overlook their Blue Cypress and Snow candle. It is so soft and lovely. It just smells like a winter's day with extra oomph in there. It is so pretty. Because you can save 25% on all Nest products through December 1st, plus save an extra 5% with my code. This would be a great time to pick anything from Nest up. I am actually going to be picking up the Blue Cypress and Snow for myself and for a few other people because it is really, really lovely and it's so underrated. It's a really universal scent I think a lot of people would love as well. So I'm sorry I sound like a broken record with Nest, but I just think they're so good and people really do love receiving it as gifts. You can save up to 30% on wet brush products through December 1st. Now I'm holding my wet brush. I'm going to kind of wave it around because it's kind of gross. I've had it for a while. They have so many different types and styles now, and I do love that because, you know, I feel like they started out with the original and it's been great. This is the only brush that I use. It's the only brush that my 16-year-old uses for our wet and our dry hair. It works beautifully for brushing through our hair smoothly, and she has way more tangled prone hair than I do. But I love that they have different styles and shapes now and kind of something for every need that you have. So this is something I actually want to pick up as well in my next haul since it is on sale. Through December 2nd, you can save 30% on Daniel Sandler products, and that is the liquid blush that I had on until I started slapping other products over it. Was I calling it a cream blush? It's a liquid blush. These apply so effortlessly and beautifully and just look stunning and natural, and they last all day. I apply these to the back of my hand and swirl my brush in it until it's nice nice and absorbed into the brush. I can apply it directly over my foundation. I can apply it on top of powder. It just applies perfectly every time. So the shade that I had on in this video is called Caress. It's just a beautiful neutral that kind of goes with everything. It's just a perfect shade. I also love Rose Glow. It's got a hint of a sheen to it. It's very flattering for those of you who are a little bit worried about having a sheen to your blush. It's great for those of you who don't want to go full out with highlighter, but you want something that is going to give you a little bit of a lift and give you that glow to your cheek. Like you see how I have this from that by Terry blush. It's really pretty. That's what Rose Glow will give you. The other shade is Cherub. I would say it's perfect for those of you with fair to light medium, verging on medium skin, but not full out medium skin. Does that make sense? It's a little bit lighter than Caress and on the pinker side of things, maybe cut with a hint of peach. It's a really pretty shade. He has shades that will work for everyone. There's even a little sampler set that has some different formulations in it. I'll have his page linked so you can kind of look around, but you can save 30%, which I think is fantastic. And these are going to last you forever because you only need a couple of drops and you're good to go. Okay, I'm excited about this one and I have a very good reason for being excited about it. Actually, a couple reasons. So you can save 20% plus an extra 10% with my code through December 6th on Skinmedica products, which is a medical grade skincare brand that I am very familiar with. This is largely what I used when I first started my channel out, and for a while before I even had my channel, this was my go-to skincare brand that I saw tremendous results from. So I'm holding up this newer version of their TNS serum. This is the TNS Advanced Serum. I've actually been using this version for several weeks now, and the reason why is because of a viewer who told me that her dry, flaky areas completely subsided once she started using growth factors because they were a huge issue for me. And so I thought, you know what? I've had this underneath my sink. Why don't I pull it out and start using this as my serum? Sure enough, my dry, flaky areas from my prescription tretinoin are not dry and flaky anymore. I don't know if this is a temporary fix. I don't know if this is a permanent thing, but it's been a little while now and I have not had an issue with them creeping back up. Now we'll see as the winter progresses, but I'm loving this. Now, years ago, the original TNS serum was my serum of choice. I went through bottles of it. It's really good stuff if you're wanting a really good anti-aging serum. Their retinols were what introduced me to retinol. I started with the lowest strength, went through a bottle, went up to the next strength, went through a bottle of that. It was just a great way to ease myself up with my sensitive skin into retinol. I use their sunscreen, their eye cream that is in the saucer shaped tub is really, really good as well. I have several favorites from them that I have really enjoyed throughout the years, and I was really happy to see that they were putting their products in this Black Friday sale because I may pick up a few. You know, years ago I had a source where I could get them at a tremendous discount, like pretty much at cost. So it was a lot easier for me to just be like, yes, I want to use that, I want to use that, I want to use that. It's not as easy now. I'm paying for them. They're expensive. So if I can save some money, I'm going to pick some up myself. I think I'm going to get another bottle of this. This is a pricey serum. I do realize that, but I, like many of you, am trying to avoid some needle action. So we'll see how far I can go. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, I'd love it if you would give it a thumbs up. And I would also love to hear in the comments if you're planning on picking up anything from the skinstore.com Black Friday sale. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.